Well, it's been another year, 3 years on YouTube, and it's time for me to correct a controversial mistake that I made last year. And this is another one of those reviews that I fear making.
Last year I had made a top 11 overrated games list. I still have it, but it's set to private for the main reason being that I saw it as career suicide. As much as I don't like bringing up other YouTubers in my videos when it portrays them in a negative light, but I don't want to be seen as another Gligar14 vids. I didn't want to be seen that way because that's not who I am, and I thought that video was detrimental to what I wanted to establish here. There were also things I didn't explain that well, or things I just completely forgot to say.
And one thing that I botched up really badly, and honestly, I had to make a review to clarify my thoughts on the subject, and that's why we're here today.
The overrated games list was not a good list, as it went from well thought out at the beginning to just ranting at the end. Minecraft is one of the most popular games in the world, and I, who was someone outside that circle and looking in, seeing all the videos on YouTube, seeing all the merchandise, and seeing that there's a convention just for Minecraft, an outsider such as myself will either 1. Try to get into it, or B. Try it and didn't get into it and may therefore see it as overrated. Just put yourself in that position. Think of something that's popular that you couldn't get into and see as overrated because you don't get it. Some people see Assassin's Creed as overrated. Others see Half-Life or Portal as overrated. I'm pretty sure that there's a game out there that's extremely popular that you think is overrated.
Minecraft was on the overrated list. It was. I took it off, but for reasons that are probably different than you may think.
At the time I made that video, I was not into Minecraft. I tried it and just shrugged my shoulders as it was met with a reaction from me. I didn't see what the big deal was, but at the time, I could not go anywhere without seeing something Minecraft related. I go to a game store, Minecraft merchandise. Go to Walmart, Minecraft merchandise. Go to a novelty store, Minecraft merchandise, although that should have been expected. Everywhere I went, physically and on the internet, Minecraft was there. But why did I remove it from the overrated list? Because as of lately, I've seen its popularity kind of fade. Yeah, it's still really popular, but I'm not tripping over Minecraft stuff everywhere I go anymore.
Now I'm tripping over DayZ and Rust videos wherever I go. I guess that's just the cycle of things.
Remember when everyone was into EverQuest? Then World of Warcraft came along and people jumped to that? And that game grew huge in popularity and had at its peak around 13 million subscribers. And there was tons of merchandise and celebrity advertising, but now it's around 8 million and you don't see it advertised as much as you do, nor do you see the merchandise shoved in your face anymore. But the game is still popular. Minecraft seems to have the same cycle. It's still popular, but with games like DayZ and Rust, they're taking away some of the spotlight Minecraft had. While Minecraft is still incredibly popular, I'm seeing a lot more DayZ and Rust than Minecraft. And keep in mind, this is just from what I have seen, and I don't expect any of you to have seen what I've seen.
And I've seen some Rust videos that, while funny, are just really disturbing.
Minecraft was developed by Marcus Persson, aka Notch. Minecraft roots date back to Infiniminer, an open source game where teams compete against each other like Team Fortress, but you would gather resources by mining them. The world was blocky, but instead of competing against each other, the players spent their time building things. Notch was a huge fan of Infiniminer, and the concept of building things out of blocks is where he got the idea for Minecraft. Minecraft exploded in popularity and has become one of the most popular games in the world, going from PC to Xbox 360, Xbox One, PS3, PS4, PS Vita, iOS, and Android.
It sold about 42 million copies across all platforms, making it the third best-selling game in the world, right behind Wii Sports at number 2 and Tetris at number 1.
Minecraft is quite literally a sandbox game. You can build anything you want. Originally, I didn't classify it as a game because I saw it more as a creativity toy, similar to a Lego set, only a virtual one. But there are monsters that come out at night and will attack you, but only zombies and skeletons will be destroyed when the sun comes up. Creepers will either wander around until they despawn or will find you and explode. You can get armor and kill the monsters and you'll gain experience. You'll also gain experience from mining certain blocks. I'm not sure if experience and leveling really does anything though, because I don't see any strength, defense, or other stats available. There's also magic and enchantments to do.
And this brings me to my only complaint about it, is just that it doesn't tell you anything. It drops you in the middle of nowhere and wishes you the best of luck, if that.
If you're thinking about getting into Minecraft, it may turn you off that there's no tutorial nor are there any instructions. When I first tried the game, I found myself having a hard time because I had no idea what to do, which is probably how I'd really fare if I was actually dropped off in the middle of the woods with nothing but my clothes on. But despite this lack of information upon playing, it does invoke those survival instincts that we as people of a modern society have long forgotten about. The survival elements of the game come off as basic, but are really good. You need to hunt animals, otherwise you'll starve, and depending on the mode you're playing on, you'll lose health and die of starvation. I'm playing on normal, so my character won't die of starvation, but I'll lose health and it won't regenerate until I have the character eat.
I say the survival elements seem more basic than what they really are is because that's actually a good thing. This way the game appeals to everyone, even in a casual sense.
They seem basic because the animals are easy to kill for food, and once attacked they just walk away and are easy to catch. Enemies have no self-preservation and will fall off cliffs, walk into lava, in the case of spiders, climb up walls only to fall off and take damage if you're too high up. The hostile enemies will attack the second you get within a certain range, but you can sneak up on them. And they are pretty easy to kill with the exception of skeleton archers, which I found to be annoying. But then there's the creatures in the nether, which I found to provide some really good challenge. You can craft weapons and armor to protect yourself. You can use leather, iron, gold, and diamonds. Diamond is the best stuff to use, but it's also the hardest to get and is pretty rare, so if you die you'll drop all of it, and if you were lost, you may have just lost it all.
And it's pretty infuriating to get lost, die, and lose all your diamond tools because you can't find where you died. So much time and effort, and now it's back to square one.
I'm aware that there's cheats to not lose your inventory and even give yourself items, but I want to play this legitimately so I can fairly review it. The graphics have a very unique charm to them and the music is calming, allowing you to sit around and build and create things, like the work-in-progress fortress that you've been seeing throughout this video. What's funny is that under what I've been calling the Doom Fortress has been almost completely hollowed out to build a giant fortress on top. And there's more than just what you see at first. You can build a portal to go to a place called the Nether, and from there go to a place called the End and fight the Ender Dragon. There is an adventure to be had though, and there are a lot of mods available to enhance your adventure should you choose to take it. I've yet to really explore the Nether because mostly it transported me to way above it with no way down.
Which means I'm gonna have to craft a lot of stairs to get down there, which brings me to the crafting system, which is really expansive.
There's a lot to stuff to craft, and I mean a lot of it. However, there are no recipe lists to craft things. I found myself having the Minecraft wiki open just so I knew what and how to make things I needed. I am not asking for the game to hold my hand as I play, but I would like a little guidance. Like the game telling me, at the least, how to make tools. But the crafting system is easy to use. Just arrange blocks from your inventory into the empty crafting squares and see what comes out of it. You will need to arrange the items into a shape of the item that you want. You want a helmet, you need to arrange the block so it looks like a helmet shape.
So it's kind of like playing with Legos, and the funny thing is, I made that comparison before and people got really pissed, but isn't that the point of Legos, to put blocks together and build something?
When I first talked about the game, I said that I didn't think it was worth $27. I'm playing it offline, which is free, and I'm comfortable with that. I'm not saying that I wouldn't pay for it, but I think that paying over $15 is a little too much. Especially since that $27, if you're playing the PC version, is mostly going towards letting you play online. However, if you're playing it on anything else that's not a PC like the console versions, then yeah, you're paying for the cost of the game. But still, I would feel a little bit more comfortable paying $15. Minecraft is also a good game for emergent gameplay. I've seen people create the Hunger Games, recreate the Columbia Skyrail from BioShock Infinite, and create a castle with indoor plumbing. And right now, some guy is recreating New York City.
And I give Minecraft players a lot of credit because some of the stuff I've seen them make in the game is really impressive.
Minecraft is something I may load up in my free time and work on my Doom Fortress when I don't have anything to do. I used to play with Legos a lot as a kid and would build lots of things with them, and it's nice to be able to play with what is essentially a virtual Lego world. There's no pieces to step on or accidentally knocking something over and destroying your creation, although creepers will do that for you, which is why I'm rebuilding my Doom Fortress out of obsidian. I found myself having fun exploring the procedurally generated world and working to find the resources I needed, like trying to find diamonds for tools. I've come to appreciate the work that I put into building and crafting everything I've made so far. And while it's not a game I see myself becoming obsessed with, I see it as a fun little creativity toy to play with in my spare time.
Minecraft is a good game, although I'm not really into it, but yeah, it's pretty good, and if you enjoy it, good, I'm glad that you do. More power to you. It's just not really something for me.